Rise and freaking shine, everyone. It's raining outside and we are at a rest area. So let's hope for an okay connection. I tested the connection before we started and it appears it's not bad. We're getting about 5 to 6 kilobytes on the upload. So hopefully that's enough to keep this, well, keep this live. Because I know the last time we tried to do a live stream, it was pretty damn horrible. All right. So it says we got 16 people in here, but not a damn comment in the chat. Let me reload this chat here. Hi, everyone. EVERYONE. Why isn't, oh, there we go. I was like, why is nobody saying good morning? Good morning, you guys. So I figured since it's a crappy rainy day, instead of uploading a video, we're going to sit here and talk. We're in the front seat today, so if I'm a little bit up your nose, in your face, yeah, I'm up here because the Wi-Fi pole is in front of my van, and I figured if I'm in the back of the van, then it might be a, hold on, let's see if we can get some better light here. Oops, that's the back one. Does that work? Ooh, that helps a little bit. Okay, guys, let me open up this chat again. See if it works this time. There we go. So, while we're here, I was taking a look at my YouTube analytics. And because of this whole everybody staying at home kind of thing going on in this world, views are up 51%, which is amazing. I can't complain. It's nice to have this influx of people out here searching van life, which is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I should be making a secondary coffee. I already smashed one, and I drink my coffee extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Strong. So I know the last time you guys lost me quite a bit. So if this Wi-Fi connection gets a little bit shady, I'm just going to cut it, because last time it kicked in and out way too many times. So anyway, guys, if you guys got any questions, now's your time to drop them. Because I don't spend a lot of time in my comments all the time. These are great places for you guys to ask all the questions you need while you somewhat got my attention. I say somewhat because usually when I start reading somebody's question, I just babble on about it and I miss everybody else's. Wake up, homie. Yeah, I'm sleepy this morning for some reason. Am I being safe during the virus? Yeah, I'm avoiding people. Jaden Burns, thank you so much for the super chat and the sticker. That's super awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can out here. Like, just avoiding people. What more do you want right now? I'm just spending as much time as I can in the backcountry. How's Danica handling the whole stay-at-home thing? I don't know. She's probably killed her mom by now. Just kidding. But yeah, she's cooped up at home with her mom. So she says she's doing pretty good. Like, they have school, I think. No, maybe they don't have school online. She's doing her dance online, though. So she's doing dance every day through, I don't know, like Zoom or something like that. Like, they're trying to keep the kids fit during this time, because if they do happen to release the restrictions, competition season is still on. So she's doing the best she can. I do call her once in a while or text her and check on her and make sure she hasn't killed her sister or her mom yet. She laughed the last time I asked her that. I'm like, have you chopped her mom up and put her in the freezer yet? She's like, no, not yet. It was pretty funny. Luann, what was the problem with Cruz's knee? Cruz, a long time ago, so if you're new, Cruz doesn't have an injury now. He's all better. But he was running around with a couple of husky dogs, and just went at it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'd never seen a bulldog run that fast. And it was after that bout of playtime that he started to limp on his knee. So it took him to the vet, and he had a partial tear on his ACL or MCL, whatever it's called, that ligament that holds the knee together. So he had a very minor tear on it, and yeah, a little bit of laser treatment and some rest up on his leg, and it healed up in about 6 months. It took a long time. That was a bit of a long injury to heal up, but it was about 6 months. And we did laser treatment on it, which all the laser does, they're just 2-minute sessions. All the laser does on the knee was just stimulate more blood flow, and more blood flow means faster recovery. But yeah, he's all good now, but it did take some time. It was hard because he was such a puppy too. You know what I mean? It's hard to restrict a puppy from going out and trying to be crazy, but I did it for 6 months. I was pretty proud of myself. He didn't like it. Like, he, since he was a pup, he was never on leash. I never put him on leash. That was never a thing for me, because I always learned this from like having my first dog, is that as soon as you leash your dog all the time, that's when your dog takes off. If you give the dog the freedom from a puppy forward, he just knows, okay, I'll stay close to home. I'll stay close to dad. I have no reason to run because I can. But people that keep their dogs on leash all the time, the second they get a chance to get on leash, those dogs are taken right off. Cruz is doing very, very well with that. Psycho Meth, thank you so much for the super chat sticker. That's super cool. I appreciate the love. Jeff Hipson, what's up, buddy? I am doing good. I am sitting at a rest area right now, hoping my Wi-Fi connection is somewhat good. But we're in the backcountry trying to just get away from people. What I found with Vancouver, if you guys watched my video the other day, is it gets distracting. So when I'm making videos all the time, if I don't film every single day, it becomes to be a bit stressful to always keep making content. So when I'm in Vancouver, I spent a few days there where I didn't film anything, which means all my reserve videos go out the door. And then right now, my videos are what's the word I'm looking for? Current. So the video you watched yesterday was filmed the day before. This is obviously in real time. Tomorrow's video is going to be filmed today. Yeah, I have no videos ahead at this point. So when am I coming back to Montreal? Won't be this year, I don't think. Not unless they fully unlock this whole COVID garbage. But I won't be coming back that way this year. Maybe next year, though. I really liked it out there. I was a very big fan of just Quebec as a province in itself. Boho question. How did it cost when, hold on. How did it cost when you start out, and how long have you been doing this? Okay, so you're obviously brand new on my channel. My suggestion is I have a playlist called Binge Watch It All. Press play on that playlist and just start watching. Even if you just watch like the first 100 videos, you'll get a good start on when this is. I've been in my van now for going on 3 years. And yeah, because I find in live streams, all these starter questions always seem to keep coming up. So instead of always repeating them every live stream, watch that playlist. There's some great videos back there. And I'm telling you guys, forget Netflix right now. Binge watch my playlist, that one. It's some great stuff back there. Heidi, lockdown extended in Canada? Big question mark. No, things are doing very, very well in our side of Canada. So there's even a couple provinces over that are already, that made an announcement that they're opening up the province as of this month. So some businesses are allowed to be open. And so they're opening up like extended doctor and health stuff. And then they're going to start opening up cafes and restaurants. And then they're doing it in a few phases. But yeah, they're starting to open up some things around here. Not in my province yet, but there's a few provinces in Canada that we're doing really well. So hopefully this stuff doesn't last forever, because this is getting to be ridiculous. This whole like not being able to travel, because Look, today, what's the date today? What's the date right now? April 27th. I'm supposed to be leaving to the Yukon right now. Like, I'm supposed to be leaving on my big trip. 7 months on the road on this one. Deleted. No travel for you, Chrome. I'm just going to be staying around this province that I was born and raised in for the next little while. What year is my van? All that information is in the description of every video. There's all sorts of content down there. If you just click it. My van is a 2004. But yeah, what I did, you guys, is I put a ton of information in the descriptions, which will cover how much I paid for my van, how many kilometers are on my van, when did I buy it, when did I upload my first video, how long have I been in the van, and a little bit of a backstory on us is all down in the description of every video. I did that because there's so many questions kept coming up all the time. Instead of re-answering them all, I just put them in the descriptions. The weather's gross out there. Sorry, guys, my chat just reset. Terra Nova, thank you so much for the super chat. Tips on not so stealth van life. Tips for not so stealth van lifers. Living full time in a truck camper in Winnipeg, and want to be in a van by winter. Thanks. So, hold on, let me get back to your question. Let me grab this next super chat here before they vanish. My super chats, they only pop up for a certain amount of time and then they leave. Jason, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Awesome vid. Stay safe. This is for some Backroads IPA and trees for Cruz. Jason, I very, very much appreciate that. Thank you. So, Tara, tips for not so stealth van life. It's the same as all other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it all comes down to the decisions that you make on where you put your vehicle. So, yeah. So, because where I park and where of a truck and with a camper on the back parks doesn't really make a difference. Is if you park it in a place that's going to be invading a residence space, that's when you have a problem. So don't park in like cul-de-sacs or residential areas or in front of apartment buildings if you're not comfortable with that, where I park in front of apartment buildings all the time. But campers are campers. A lot of people see a truck and camper as a traveler on vacation. They don't see them as, oh, there's a dirty van dweller. You know what I mean? Like, every time, I know I do, I see a truck and camper as, oh, those guys are out fishing this weekend or out with the family camping. I don't see those as, you know, van life, whatever. It's like, you know, the RV and van life has that little stigma. I don't see truck and campers being that way. I do if that truck and camper is sitting in one spot day after day, week after week. But if you're just popping in, staying in this side of Winnipeg one day and down that side of Winnipeg the next day, and if you're bouncing around Winnipeg all the time, I don't think it's any different than the van life that I'm living right now. Where's Cruz? Cruz is actually passed out sleeping on the passenger seat. Cruzzy, he's like, do you mind, Dad? He lifted his head. He's like, screw off, Dad. Terra Nova, no problem, Terra. Will I ever come to California? Well, sorry, guys, you're propped up on my steering wheel here. Will I ever come to California? Absolutely, one day when I'm sick and tired of Canada. So the way I look at it is I have my entire life to travel, so I'm going to get Canada out of my system now before I start venturing off anywhere else. Gypsy, vans in BC are crazy expensive. You got that right. So if you are in the British Columbia area of Canada, don't buy your van here, for the reason that Vancouver is a van life mecca. So most people that travel from overseas, Australia, Germany, they always have a tendency of making Vancouver their starting point. I think it's because we have the easiest winter weathers and pretty mild summer weathers, so you're not baking in 45 degrees and hella humid summers. So Vancouver seems to be the starting and ending point destination for most overseas travelers. And there's a ton of van life out here because in Vancouver, you can van life year round. You can't van life, well, you can. You can't comfortably van life in Toronto or Ontario, Canada. Let's use Toronto, for example, all year round without having super smoking hot summers and frozen cold winters, where Vancouver is mild all year round. We get maybe 0 degrees Celsius to the coldest, maybe -5 for a week. That's it. So because of that, buying vans in Vancouver is so expensive because so many people are van lifing in Vancouver. But if you are having troubles looking for a camper van, search Vancouver, because there is a ton of fully converted camper vans for sale on Kijiji, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. There's definitely a ton of them because any people that built their vans, traveled through Canada, came all the way back, their visas are done, Vancouver's where they sell them. But yeah. But that's the only reason why. I've noticed that too. So like if I look up my van out here, it's like $6-7 grand. If I look up my van on the far side of, or say if I look for my van, I don't know, in Winnipeg, just say for an example, it's going to be way cheaper to buy my van in Winnipeg than it is to buy my van here. My goodness, what a day. Day's just freaking started and the weather just sucks. When I started my video today, it was actually super nice outside. And I keep looking outside because this rain looks awfully snowy at some points. Is that snowing a little bit? No. We are quite a ways up the mountain. We're about 4,000 feet in elevation above sea level. So we're quite a ways up here. So snow is a very big possibility being here. Question, will you listen to my music? And will you tell me what you think of it on SoundCloud? Yeah, if you want to just post your SoundCloud link and I'll check it out. I'm surprised there's this many people on. This is the first time I've ever live streamed this time in the morning. Hey, Carol, thank you so much for the sticker and the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Someone's like, a vehicle just passed by. Deborah, thank you so much for the super chat. It means a lot to us, especially right now with everything that's going on. Much appreciated. Tara, again on the super chat. Thank you. How far do you have to get outside Vancouver to get to the backcountry or camp spots? 30 minutes. The city of Vancouver is surrounded by mountains and backcountry. We have so much mountains and backcountry around Vancouver. You don't got to travel far to get to epic places. And that's the beautiful thing why Vancouver is such a popular hub, is because we're so surrounded by backcountry. So 30-minute drive and you're in some amazing areas. And the farther you go past 30 minutes, the more backcountry you have access to. So right now, I'm only about an hour and a half out of Vancouver. How's my maple syrup stock holding up? Not so damn good. I only have about this much left in one of my bottles, so it's time to it's time to restock my maple syrup pretty soon. Hey, Ridgewater Homes, what's up, man? Nice to have you on the stream. Ahmed, do you meet people that know your channel often? Yeah, quite a bit. I run into people quite often that are just pop by like, hey, I'll watch your channel. Like I was just before I came out this way, I was pulled over on the side of a road and some guy pulls up and it's like, hey, Chrome. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I just learned to just be like, hey, man, how you doing? Like I know them. And for the most part, most people are like, hey, I watch your channel. Some people don't. They're like, hey, Chrome, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, man. How are you? Like in my head, I'm like, you watch my channel. There was a time when people used to recognize me for all my club and DJ stuff. They're like, "Oh, what's up? You're DJ Chrome." Now it's all like, "Hey, you're the Dirty Van Dweller guy from YouTube." Yeah, quite a bit. And I love meeting subscribers, man. So if you ever see me around and I'm sitting in the front seat and you can see me, come say hi. Don't knock on my van if I'm in the back, because that's just a dick move. People don't do that anyway. That's extremely rare if someone bothers me by knocking on the door if they can't see me. But for the most part, you know, everybody's been really, really, really good. I see other YouTubers that complain about that they have a problem. I have a good audience in front of me. Everybody seems to be pretty respectful. I've had a lot of people leave notes on my windows, so if they don't see me, they'll leave a note in the window, say, "Hey, Chrome, we drove by, we seen you. It was nice, you know, too bad we didn't get the chance to meet," which is great. Wickendove, thank you so much for the super chat. Did I say that right? I'm not going to attempt it. Wickendove. Yukon is too cold anyway. Thanks for the super. I appreciate the super chat. Yeah, so my plan right now was, I'm pretty sure it's it's snowing out here. Tell me, guys, does that look a little? Can you guys see? There's a few big. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things. some of those raindrops look pretty thick. So my plan for my travel was to leave right now and take a month or so to get from where I am in BC up to the Yukon. So I wasn't going to beeline it right there. So by the time I would get to the Yukon, it would probably be mid-June, giving it enough time to warm up and that snow to melt away a tiny bit. But yeah, I wasn't running up there right now. Viking Van Man, what's up, buddy? How much water do you use on an average day? That I don't know. Because I can't see inside of my jugs. My jugs are solid in color. They're right back there. So right there. They're solid in color, and because they're solid, I have no idea until it starts to trickle at the end. Or I shake them once in a while, but yeah, I have no idea. We do go through a fair amount of water though. Between me cooking, I probably drink about 8 of those, because I have my stainless steel cup right there. I probably drink maybe 6 to 8 of those cups a day of water. And then Cruz, so we do smash those jugs pretty fast. I usually refill every 2 weeks, just say. There's been times where I've refilled one of those bottles in a week. That's 27 liters of water. But that all depends on what's going on. Depends on how much water Cruz is wasted, because by the time he licks like 4 or 5 times in a, like, if you have a dog, you know, the second your dog licks out of that bowl, that water turns to slime. So sometimes he'll go to the bowl and he'll just drink away. Other times he'll lick it 4 times and walk away, and then you can see it moving and it's like gel. It's so gross. Oh, happy camper kits, man. Nice to see you on here this morning. Thanks for the super chat, bro. And beers and treats for Cruz. Or those beers, the beers for me, treats for me. Cruz is sleeping. He doesn't know. He won't know. Cruz! He ain't getting out. Cruz! Cruzy! No dice. I'm surprised this stream is actually going fine. Like, it's not shutting off. It's not glitching. Nobody's complained about that yet. Pretty good. I'm pretty impressed for being at a rest area. On the note of Wi-Fi, we've never had a problem finding Wi-Fi. And right now, we are probably about an hour away from the nearest town. In the middle of nowhere. I keep seeing giant... I'm losing my mind here, you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my windshield on. Oh, I'm not losing my mind. They're a little bit on the icy side. Better not snow on us up here. That's the last thing I want to see today is snow. Unicorn Thug, is this a rerun? A rerun? It's not a rerun. And for those who asked why I never posted the last live stream, is because it was a glitchy mess. Wi-Fi connection was garbage on the last one. Wayward Medic. This is a good question. I get this one quite a bit. So what address am I using? We can't use a P.O. box for an address. No, you can't use a post office box because it's at a post office. That's what a P.O. box is. So a P.O. box, there's Jeffy Bear texting me. So a P.O. box is not an address. It's a box at the post office. So if you get your address from a UPS store, so that's the most common one I hear van dwellers use. I use a mail service company in Vancouver called Robson Print and Ship. So they have mailboxes there, but they're not post office boxes. So what it is my box number, unit 313, and then the address of that location is what I use for my address, because it's technically not a P.O. box. It's your suite number. And the same thing applies with all UPS stores. So you can use a UPS store box on your insurance and everything else. So I've had no problems at all. So the only thing I did have a problem with was my driver's license. So when the lady typed in my address at a driver's license, she's like, hold on, this isn't coming up as an apartment. You say it was unit 313. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, I just told her straight. I'm like, don't worry about it. I didn't tell her straight. I kind of fibbed her a bit. But I said, don't worry about it. I said, I live, how did I word it? I said, don't worry about it. I said, there's a print shop, which is that address, and I live there. So my mail comes to that print shop. So I pretty much told her I lived above the print shop. So just drop the 313. And she did. She just typed in the print shop address. So, yep, that one worked. They don't care if you are paying rent or owning something. All they care about is, do you have a permanent mailing address? They don't say, hey, do you reside at this address? They just say, hey, do you have what's your address? You just give them an address. As long as they have a place to mail tickets and get a hold of you, that's all they really honestly care about. But yeah, mail service. I use Robson Print and Ship in Vancouver. If you are in the Vancouver area, great company. It's a family business. That's why I like them. They're super friendly. They have a couple different locations. Yeah, UPS if you're anywhere else. And or if anybody on my chat here has any more suggestions for addresses, please let people know. Carol White, thanks for the super chat, Carol. I love this stuff, you guys. That stuff helps the fuel fund in a massive way. Sorry if that was a little loud. Well, that noise woke him up. Hi, buddy. Look at the look on his face. It's like, did you have to make that noise? Hi. Hi, buddy. You do not look happy. You don't look impressed. Sorry, guys. I'm missing man, what's wrong with me? I'm missing so many people's questions. What are my favorite tacos? Veggie tacos. Like veggie. I'm a big veggie taco guy. I don't mind. I mean, like, I've had a few good, I will say veggie tacos. That's usually my go-to anywhere I go, is just a veggie taco or a bean and whatever. But yeah. Mind you, I've had some really good steak tacos though. There's a place in Penticton, BC that had probably the best steak taco I've had in a very, very long time. Cruz is so relaxed. He's a bulldog. Don't get it twisted. He's a bit of a freaking maniac. He may look sweet on camera sometimes, but sometimes he's a little crazy. What do you think? I don't even know what that says. Sorry, I'm reading Regan. Holy, it is snowing officially. Look it. What the hell? I wasn't seeing things. See, guys, I'm not losing my mind. This is what happens when you van life at 4,000 feet above sea level. Come on. Oh, well. We'll have a rainy day in the van. Oh, this sucks. It's pretty, though. Ooh, he's busy. Well, these are getting pretty big, guys. The size of these things. Come on, man. It's just about May. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Cruzy, what's your problem? People are going to get sick of me flipping. What? What are you mad? Are you mad? What are you mad at? He's pissed. Are you waving at everybody? Are you waving at everybody? Saying, what's up, guys? He's like, let me at this stream, buddy. Let me at this. Hey? Are you telling them the truth? Okay, Cruzy. Cruz gets very jealous. And he does this when, man, it's snowing some fierce out there. You see that? Look at the snow. It's snowing in my van. Look at Cruz is a very jealous dog. When somebody comes to my window to talk to me, he does this. So I think now that he's woken up and he sees me talking to somebody, he wants attention. Right? Little guy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to scroll back here and grab some old questions here because I've missed so many. Shallow, thank you so much for the super chat. Tara on the super chat again with another question. Best free daytime parking in Vancouver, or to get best free daytime parking in Vancouver, or better to get an annual pass. So I'm not sure about I don't know what you're talking about getting an annual pass. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but best parking in Vancouver is anywhere. Spanish Banks has the only beach with free parking in Vancouver. That's why you see a lot of van dwellers down there. But and super busy beach is because that's the only beach that has free parking. The rest of Vancouver, sorry guys, I'm picking stuff out from between Cruz's toes. The rest of Vancouver is pay parking because Vancouver is a big city. So you always end up having to pay parking in the city. And I don't know about buying an annual parking pass for, I'm not sure what you mean by that. So there's lots of free parking in Vancouver. Sometimes you might have to leave the city if you want to go lounge out somewhere. But I wouldn't have a central spot. Don't pick one spot and always park there because that's where van lifers have a problem. Is repeat offenders, if you want to put it that way. All right, guys, we're going to scroll back a little bit. Go to bed, Chris. Shush. Oh, my God. I'm going to block this guy. Sorry, guys. I got to block somebody. There we go. Problem solved. Sorry, I don't have any moderators on my live stream here today. So, hey, Heather, I'm going to make you a moderator, okay? Hope you don't mind that, Heather. You've been around my Patreon for a while, so Heather Wilcox is now a moderator. Thank you, Heather. I know it should. Andy, I'm going to make you one too. Not like you need any. Well, where'd you go, Andy? Sorry, guys. Happy Camper Kits. Not like you need any more work, Andy, but I'm going to make you as a moderator anyway because you look cool with a wrench beside your face. Oh, Ninth Element, you're on here. Thank you. Sorry, I had to block somebody. I didn't see any moderators on here till just now. Shallow, thank you so much again for another super chat. Very, very appreciated. All right, let's get into some questions here before we get snowed in. Why did you choose a bulldog? I've just been a big fan of bulldogs forever. I've had bulldogs my whole life. That's the only dog I've ever owned. My first bulldog was named Little Chrome. Kind of a dick move and a bit douchey of me to call my dog after me. I didn't know what to call him. I'm like, I'll call you Little Chrome. So my first bulldog was Little Chrome, and then there was Disco. Holy crap. We might be able to make a snowman if this keeps up. Then my second bulldog was Disco. Then we had a third bulldog. Her name was Maggie, the snowflake on my face. She passed away when she was 2 years old, 3 years old when she was, she had a pregnancy complication. And then Disco lost his little companion. And then now we've got this maniac. This one's the first bulldog I've ever had that's a maniac. He's a crazy little bugger. Most of my other dogs have been pretty chill. This guy is nuts. He may look sweet. But he goes through phases where you can just see his eyes go and he goes, snap! And he goes, freaks out. Janet, when I'm able to travel again, where will you go on your next big trip? We're getting snowed in here. This van's going to look like an igloo in about a minute. Look at the size of the flakes in my window. This is nuts. Where am I going to go? I don't know, because I'm supposed to be leaving now on my trip. So if they magically open things up in 2 weeks, I'm going to take off. But as of right now, I think we're going to take the rest of this summer season and just explore the rest of British Columbia, the province that I'm in, and get the best out of what we can in this season and time. Holy... I got to change the name of my live stream to live streaming in the damn snow. Everybody from Ontario right now is like, heh heh. Like, heh, Crone's in the snow. But yeah, but I think for this year, I think we're just going to stick around British Columbia, because there's a major part of this province that I haven't been to with you guys in the van. So I've been to the north side of BC before, just never with my YouTube channel. So I think if this stuff progresses and stays kind of, if we keep what's the word I'm looking for? If we get locked into this province, I'm just going to stay within the province and just go explore the north side of BC and some of the places that we all haven't traveled in the channel yet. Tori, no, I don't have chains in my van yet. That is one of my essential purchases. I know the other day I made a video about my wish list. Chains and stuff like that is on my essential must buy list, so it's not on my wish list. The chains are mandatory. It's still there. I haven't invested my money into it quite yet. Hey, Patty, I'm gonna make you a comment moderator as well too. Sorry, I'm just making all my Patreon supporters moderators. You already know antics? Do I write? No, I've not, like, write as in like poems. No. Heidi, is Banff in BC? No, Banff is in Alberta. So how Alberta works, Alberta is flat, and then right where Banff and stuff starts, or Canmore, that's where the introduction to BC is. So the world goes flat, and then right in Banff, that area there, and Jasper is where the mountains start, and that's your introduction to BC, because BC is just mountains, mountains, mountains. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's just lots of mountains. Banff and Jasper is an incredibly beautiful area. And no, I won't be going back there this year, because with all this stuff going on, Banff is a national park. So there's going to be no traveling at all within any parks or out of province for right now. Because that's the thing about this whole pandemic stuff, is that every individual province and territory in Canada have their own rules and policies. And on the east coast of Canada, things are worse than they are here. So I'm going to stay within my province, because I don't want to be traveling to another province and travel back, because you don't want to drag stuff around. So far, BC is doing very well. Ridgewater Homes, thanks for the offer. I'm borrowing your chains, but I need to buy a set for my van anyway. It's just a matter of me going out, going to Canadian Tire, something like that, and actually buying a set. Thank you, though. I'm trying to entertain Cruz over here just so he's not barking. Just poking at him and playing with him. Have I ever thought about a satellite radio for my van? No. I have thought about getting one of those little Garmin GPS units so I can have my GPS location and stuff like that. So if I ever need to send out for help, I can text on that thing because it's got a satellite phone. Rosie, did you just bite me? Little guy's getting snappy over here. No, not that face. All right, guys, you want to see the state of outside? Look at it's getting white out there. Come on, focus. Look at. Can you guys look at? It's sticking. There's snow. Literally, look at. This is insane. I am gonna leave this window closed. My laptop is all covered in snow now. My door is covered in snow. Look at. This is some. That was a bad idea. It's insane out there, guys. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm gonna clean my glasses off. Oh, good times. I probably shouldn't have wiped my face with my glasses cleaner, but whatever. All right. Can you believe that? Like within like 10 minutes of talking, it's like sticking on the ground. Shallow, thank you again for the super chat, man. So full of generosity. That's the word I'm looking for, generation. I appreciate that very much. Now I feel like I'm in Canada because we don't get snow very often in Vancouver, and we're quite a ways up the mountain from Vancouver right now. So I guess I deserve this. It's really pretty though. I'm not complaining at all. I'm glad I came down to the rest area though, because where I slept last night, quite a ways up the mountain, a bit farther from here, it might have been worse. It was good when I left this morning, so I'm glad I'm not up there just in case it gets a bit squirrely, because I had to wind through some pretty crazy stuff to get out of there this morning. Cruz, someone has a question for you. How old am I? He's got a look on his face like, tell him the truth, Dad. I'm 45 years old. Yeah, it's spring here and we're snowed in. Literally snowed in. This is a true Vancouver guy. I consider this snowed in right there. That's it. We don't get much snow in Vancouver. So I'm like, this is it. This is a snow day. This means stay at home. We don't have to go to school today. It's a snow day. But the funny thing is, this little tiny bit of snow, they would shut down all Vancouver schools if it wasn't COVID-19, but they would shut down the schools right now because there's snow in the forecast. That's how Vancouver rolls. The provinces in Canada are like the states in the US. Yep, exactly. So, but we have two different things. We have provinces and then we have territories up in the north side of Canada. Hey, Crazy, what are you doing? Stop being a maniac, bro. Brody. J-Moto Vlogs, what do I do for Wi-Fi? I'm sitting at a rest area right now, connected to a Wi-Fi connection at the rest area. There's Wi-Fi all over the place. So if you're not in a van, I suggest take your vehicle out and take your laptop with you or whatever you connect to Wi-Fi with and go out there and just try connecting to random places. I have found Wi-Fi in the silliest of locations. So right now, this connection at this rest area seems to be doing pretty damn good. Shocker. Because we've had some bad connections at rest areas before. This one's doing really, really well. I guess that would make sense for all my... Hey, Andy, yeah, I know my audio's off. I got it. I was like, what the fuck? Because this is Happy Camper Kids on the phone right now. So that would make sense why everybody was texting me. Your audio's off, bro.
Good morning, everybody.
Well, because I was reading old questions. I wasn't seeing anybody new saying, yo, dumbass, you muted your audio, dummy.
Just so you know, I sent you some texts as well, just in case.
I must, because there's a mute button on here. I must have just hit it when I heard something beside my van, so I shut my laptop, like the lid a little bit. I must have hit the mute button.
Dude, it's your sausage fingers. It's okay.
Yeah, my sausage fingers. Thanks, Andy.
All right, brother.
All right, man. All right, man. Bye. So sorry. How long did I talk? Okay, let's scroll back a little bit and see if I can find those questions that I was talking about. You guys were probably laughing at me going, what? Did I just go deaf? Did I just go, man, look at all these people saying you're muted. You're muted. I didn't see any of these because my chat hadn't reset itself yet. Holy crap. This goes on forever. No sound, no sound, no sound. My bad, you guys. But thanks for those who did stick around. We lost like 15, 20 people during that muted time. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. All right, it's not letting me go back any farther. So if I did miss any super chats, you guys, my bad. I'm so sorry. That was hilarious. Oh, funny. Well, there goes all my questions. All those ones are so way back there. I lost everybody's questions, and I don't know how to open them all up here again. View live messages. Let's see how far back. It's only letting me go back so far. Now repeat everything I said. Honestly, I don't know what I said. I was answering somebody's question. What was it about? I don't even remember. But anyway, guys, all those old questions and super chats are gone. So if you popped in a super chat during that time, thank you. I will see this when I can rewatch my live stream later because all my chats will come up in the live stream. But as of right now, oh my gosh, that was totally hilarious. I can't believe that just happened. Let's see what these people said in text messages. How many people like 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Let's see how many people like you. Way to go, dumbass. Puget Sound RV guy, you have no audio. Andy, your audio is off. Daryl, you muted yourself. Joseph, don't get chains now. Get them for the new fat tires and the KO2s. So Joseph, on that, my buddy Joseph, Mr. Old, aka Mustache. The other video I made the other day with my dreaming wish list, that's a dreaming wish list. Those things will probably not come into play in my life for a very long time, and or if not ever. So those are things I'm dreaming about. Those are things I would love to add to my van at some point. But as of right now, that is not, a lot of those things aren't in my budget. So putting those KO2 tires and rims on my van, sure, it would be great, but the tires on my van now are great. I could probably last another 2 years on the rim, on the tires I have in my van now, because they're like 95% tread on these ones. I bought them last year. They're in amazing shape. So the need is not there. The want is there, but the need is not there. And until I feel the need for something, those won't get added. I've done that my entire van life. I've only added things to my van as I felt in here, okay, it's time I need it now. So as much as that list was like a dreamy dream list, that's all it is. I would love to put ladders on either side to access roof storage bins in the back. I would love to put my solar from the back up here in the front so I could have more storage space. I would love to put a spare tire holder on the back door, rims and tires, 5 rims, 5 tires, putting the new rim on the back door too. I would love that. but it ain't going to be happening. Not because I can't save the money for it, because I probably could over this whole summer. I could probably save enough to do a chunk of that stuff, but it's just not necessary. You know what I mean? I'm really been smart with my money. Back in the day, I would have put that money into all that stuff. I would have went to the bank, financed it all, and just did it because I was a stupid idiot with my money back then. I was in debt, so I never cared about being more in debt. Where now that I'm debt free and I've, my savings in my account is starting to look pretty nice right now. It's starting to be a lot more comfortable knowing that I could travel, and if my transmission blew, I got the money to pay for it, which is an amazing feeling, so. But I've been really pretty good with my money lately. Sure, I might buy some silly things once in a while. We all make stupid purchases. But for the most part, I've been very, very, very good with it. Jomatin, is that how you pronounce that? Jomatin Burger King Kong Master. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the super sticker. That's super rad of you. How do you pronounce that? Is it Triana? Trina? Triana? Thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the email back. No problem at all. I know those of you who sometimes email me and you don't get a reply from me for like a month, because sometimes I'm a month behind on all my emails. I get a lot of emails from people, but no problem for the reply. Thank you so much for the super chat. Have I ever been to Courtenay, BC? No, I don't think I have. There's a there's a little section of BC back there that I haven't been. So I haven't been to Nelson, BC. I haven't been through the area of Nakusp and stuff. Those are all still on my travel list. So if we do get locked into the province of BC for this whole summer, I will be going out that way for damn sure. I would love to just spend 7 months and explore the crap out of this beautiful province that we live in here. British Columbia is an amazing place to be. And if I'm going to be locked into one province because of this COVID-19 BS, I'd rather be locked in here than anywhere else in Canada. I'm a bit biased because I was born and raised here. Some Chad's like, Chrome, you're on mute. I had to double check. I'm like, did I just do it again? I didn't. It's funny. Jimini's, is that how you pronounce that? Jimini's Wayward Bound. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate the love, man, a lot. Have I blown up my kayak yet? No, I haven't. It's been underneath my bed. Sorry if the lighting is a bit messed up here. It's still underneath my bed. I haven't had the chance to get out and use it yet. I'm sure when the weather warms up, I will get it out. But I also don't have a life jacket for it, and yeah, I haven't used it yet. But there will come a time I'll pull it out from underneath my bed and use it. My only fear is that it doesn't fit back in the same spot. Because right now it's brand new. It's still in the bag it came in. The problem is if it doesn't fit back in the bag exactly the same measurements, it will not fit back underneath my bed, meaning that I have an inflatable kayak now that I don't know where to put. So it fits underneath my bed in place of where one of my storage bins is. So fingers crossed that it fits back underneath there after I use it for the very first time. Sue Schultz, can I donate a one-time amount? Yeah, there's lots of ways. So if you're watching anybody on YouTube, there's usually plenty of ways that you could, contribute to the YouTuber. If you go onto most YouTube guys' channel, including my own, there's PayPal and stuff like that where you can send it that way, or there's a super chat here is another way. I donate to channels all the time. Like if I happen, because I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube watching other people's van content, because that's really not my thing. I love living in a van, but for me, I don't have the time to watch other van dwellers. I'll check on them once in a while. But if I log online and I'll see, I don't know, the matinees online, I'll throw them some money on a super chat, or I see another van dweller live streaming, you know, quite a bit. I throw them some money all the time. Yeah, it's just a great way. Like, I do it just to thank them for all the hard work that they do. But that, and it's good advertising for Van City Van Life when I pop up in a super chat. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading all the comments. I'm not on mute again. I'm just reading. See, yeah, and I have like spit it out, Chrome. My kayak is inflatable, so I don't know how good it's going to be with Cruz, and that was why I wanted one. I wanted one so when we wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're out at a lake. I can throw the kayak in the water. Me and Cruz can go out for a nice little paddle and be the first person to put ripples on the lake. That's why I initially wanted one, but I actually wanted a hard one up on my roof. But one of my subscribers sent me the inflatable one, so we'll see if we actually get out there and use it this summer. You know, a lot of those things are always good thoughts in your mind, but when you get them, are they actually a practical addition to your van? But we'll find out when the weather gets a bit warmer up here. Any suggestions for places to see in Manitoba? I don't know about places to travel out there, but go to the zoo out there. They have their wildlife, whatever zoo. Pretty damn cool. And they got polar bears there, which is, it's beautiful. It's pretty cool. That would be the first thought in my mind when I think Manitoba. I think what is that, Elk Island National Park? Is that in Manitoba or is that Alberta? What national park's in Manitoba? We filmed there. I can't remember, but there's a national park in Manitoba that's really, really beautiful too as well. I'm not sure if that's Elk Island or not. When we travel so much in the summer, sorry, the guys, the lighting is a bit messed. We travel so much in the summer and we go to so many different places, it's hard to keep track of the places you've been. You all kind of washes together on the names of everything. Look at that. We go from snow to this. Can you see that? How beautiful it is out there. The sun's out. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, sorry. Yeah, that's the one. Riding Mountain National Park in Manitoba is pretty awesome. Sorry, guys, our lighting is getting a bit messed up here. And sorry if that's all a little loud. Trying to find a way to get this. 1 second. Is that a bit of a weird angle? But the lighting is a little better anyway. Sue, thank you so much for the super chat, Sue. Super sweetie of you. I love that. Man, you guys, stuff like that means a lot to us. You know, like all these super chats and Patreon and stuff like that, that all fuels this channel. If it wasn't for stuff like that, we couldn't go on the big adventures that we have been on. Seriously, guys, means a lot to us. Speaking of stuff that you can see on Lens here, I had a subscriber make these. Some of these things that you guys don't see very often. Look at it. It's made out of glass. It's got the same colors as our logo. It says Cruz on it. A little paw print on the back. A girl in Vancouver that lives in her van, she does glass work. That is super sweet. It's actually hanging up here. I was going to put it on my keychain, but I knew I would wreck it. And another one she made me, the first one she made me, I don't know if she made this one for me or she just had it and thought I would like it. It's a little glass beer. Okay. It's on a pin. Yeah, I don't know. She does glass stuff, which is kind of cool, man. The little artistic stuff. But I love the little Cruz one. This Cruz one is super cute. Like, I really love this one. I would love to watch that stuff being made. Stuff like creative stuff like that. Just, I love it. Pretty cool. That's one thing about being a YouTuber, though, is the amount of people I have in front of me now versus anything else that's ever happened in my life, it's pretty amazing because I've been a career DJ. I've done some huge shows and concerts and large nightclub stuff where there's been a massive audience in front of you. My face has been plastered on huge signs and posters and all over the place, but nothing has been like YouTube. I think because with my DJ stuff my whole life, I was sharing my creative passion for music and, you know, creating memories and positive energy. And, you know, just my whole purpose to life was to pack as many people in one room as I can and make that party as crazy as I can. Give them a night that they're going to be like, whoa, that was wild. But with YouTube, it's a little different because, you know, like for once, people get to see me. They get to know me. Whereas a DJ, they didn't know me at all. So it's been great because YouTube has brought more people into my life than DJing ever did. Because I'm get a chance to meet you guys and, you know, have people make us cool things like this made out of glass. Like, it's just cool to be exposed to all different kinds of people in this world, all because of YouTube. I mean, take a look at Happy Camper Kits. This dude, my whole van build, Happy Camper Kits. This dude just emails me out of nowhere. It's like, yo, Chrome, I'll watch your channel. Why don't you come by my shop? Let me build your van out. What? And I end up making a bro that'll be around my life for the rest of my life, all because I make YouTube videos. And now we've had the chance to connect. We've had the chance to spend time together. He put his love and creativity into my home. And now I get reminded of Happy Camper Kits every single day. You know what I mean? But it's all because of just making videos on YouTube that we've had the chance to meet so many people. I've had people do things for me in my life, in my van and the channel that I would have never had ever if it wasn't for me producing YouTube videos. And then there's Ridgewater Homes there. Thanks for the super chat, Ridgewater Homes. He was actually my very first, his name is Daryl. He was the guy who designed one of my first DJ logos. Back when I used to be DJ Blaze. Believe that. I was one of my first DJ names. I was DJ Blaze for the longest time. I was fiddling around with DJ names until I settled into DJ Chrome, and that's where we went on. Yeah, I've known that Ridgewater Homes for a long time. Oh, shit. Sorry, somebody just made a comment saying that the title of my video's got a spelling mistake in it. Go figure. Gus and the Bus is on here. How you doing, Gus? Ninth Element, thank you so much for promoting us. Please subscribe to Van City Van Life. Appreciate that. Try using my desk to prop my laptop up. My desk is giant. It would go across my whole dashboard. We're doing pretty good here right now. Sorry, guys, just reading. Did it stop snowing? Yep, it's actually sunny outside. Look at it. Look at the light. It's sunny and beautiful right now, like it never snowed. That was insane. That's super funny. Can't believe our live streams lately have been getting a pretty big attendance, which has been really, really great. I'm actually going to get shirts made that have my number one question asked on my channel with the answer on it. And I'm just going to wear it in every live stream. Have I ever van traveled in the U.S.? Am I coming to the U.S.? When are my plans on traveling to the U.S.? That's my biggest asked question. Now, every time I hear a text message, I always think that my sound is off again. Oh shit. So I'm gonna screenshot this one. My goodness. So my buddy Daryl on here, Ridgewater Homes, that did my very first designs. This was one of my first DJ businesses. He designed the logo and stuff for me. West Coast DJs. That is hilarious, bro. I love my slogan for that one. When West Coast DJs, when music matters. Good times. And then here's my DJ logo. Well, sorry, we're gonna have to edit this one. Sorry, guys, the logo keeps rotating. Hold on, let me flip this one here. Edit. Rotate. I'm gonna show you my DJ logo. This is good stuff. Crop it up here. Doom. Ready? DJ Blaze, the voice everybody wants to hear. Who puts that on a business card? The voice everybody wants to hear. Good stuff, man. I can't believe you still have these cards, dude. That is so awesome. Thanks, Daryl, man. Good memories. Appreciate that. Good stuff. Dude, what's the best van to start with what's the best van to start with, your opinion? The best van to start van life in is the one that you can afford. The one that you feel right for you. There's no right answer to that question. There is no right answer. So if somebody ever says, oh, Dodge Caravan's the best van for van life, that's their own personal opinion. That would be the van that's best for them. Just find a van that fits your budget and go buy it. Find a van that when you go to visit the van, you're like, this is the one. And that's how I felt with this van. When I test drove so many vans before I found this one, and I took this one out for a drive, and I'm like, this is the one. And I don't know what it was that gave me that feeling, but I'm like, this is the one. This had more rust on it than other vans. Thankfully, I've gotten 90% of that rust taken care of last summer. But even though this was rustier than the other ones I've seen, something just felt right about it. So that's the best van to get, is the one that you can actually afford. There's no right or wrong one. Oh, Butch is like a 75 Dodge Tradesman. That's dope. Those old Dodge Tradesman's vans are pretty sick looking. If I owned one of those, I'd turn it into a lowrider van with a home in the back. You hear my dog snoring away. Mario, nice question. A lot of people don't know about that yet, unless they watch my last live stream, or they're on my Patreon, or they're on my YouTube memberships. Because my last live stream, I didn't stream it afterwards. We pieced out right after I mentioned that. Working on it. Definitely working on it. Do I have Cash App? I don't even know what that is. Is there a big lowrider community in Canada? Yeah, I wouldn't say a big one, but we definitely have a ton of lowrider car clubs. So the world's biggest lowrider car club is USO. And they have 2 chapters of USO in Canada, one in Langley, BC, and one in Saskatoon. So actually, what's funny thing is, if you're into lowriding, that huge lowrider car club called USO, which is like, they started this whole lowriding lifestyle. Their 5th chapter was in Canada, and they have chapters all over the world right now. I don't even know how many chapters there are. They're worldwide. But Canada had, I think it was the 5th chapter, was the Langley, BC one. But yeah, we don't have a huge community out here, but we do Vancouver mostly is where a majority of them are because we can low ride year. I shouldn't say we because I don't have a low rider anymore, but you can low ride year round in Vancouver for the most part. Did I switch my seats, or is it just this is just a seat cover? I got them at Costco. They're okay. The only reason why I got the seat covers was because of Cruz, because he smells this. Well, it was because of Disco originally, because the dog's always sleeping on the seat, and I would rather be able to wash a seat cover and get rid of the smell versus having to always do an upholstery clean on the seat because it gets embedded in. I would love maybe one day to redo these seats with vinyl or leather so I can just wipe it off and brush off the hair, because right now the hair gets embedded into the cloth seat underneath here or gets embedded into here. So Douglas, thanks so much for the super chat, Douglas. Saw your wish list. I have a few items on your list: rims, the KO tires, swivel seats for passenger. I have a high top version of my van. Awesome, Douglas. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, a lot of the things on my list I don't think I'm going to be acquiring quite yet. That stuff's going to take a while. But I could probably, if I sat down for another hour, I could have added 50 more items to that list, like a winch, aluminum front and back bumpers. Could go on forever with that list. Tara, thanks for the super chat. Best way to keep my van cool, keep your van cool in the summer. Listen to that guy. Honestly, leave your doors open. That's really about it. The best way to put it is, if it's like 25 degrees and muggy outside overnight, it's going to be 25 degrees and muggy inside your van. So in those scenarios, go try to find somewhere higher in elevation because it's cooler up in the mountains, and find somewhere that you feel safe leaving your doors open, and just put some bug screens or something like that up and let that breeze roll through your van. That's my thing. So if we ever get a super hot week on my travels, during that week is a good idea too, is to maybe go find a campground. If you know it's going to be like the hottest week of summer and you don't feel safe leaving your doors open in the backcountry, if you find a nice campground somewhere by a lake where you can sleep with your doors open, because campgrounds are usually a lot safer than doing that in the city. But that's another option. So if that's the only week you ever pay for places to sleep, so be it. If you're having more restful sleeps at night because your doors are open, sometimes it's worth to pay for that campground during a big hot spell. Because I know sometimes here we get like a week of just like 40 degrees and just killer. I know people in the States right now in Arizona and stuff are laughing at me. Like, we get that in the winter. Simply Chanel, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Weirdos United USA Europe stickers would be cool. Yeah, all in due time. So I don't think I'm going to sell very many of the Australia versions or the UK versions to be worthy of paying for the artwork, because I have to pay my design guy to create those things. But I will be making them because, you know, as time goes on with the channel and as audiences grow, it's worth putting out the initial investment. But I don't think I'm going to sell enough of the Australia or the UK stickers to give me back the money for the investment. But it's coming though. It's coming. It's just snoring away over there. How much days of water do I got left? Probably 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. I keep quite a bit of water in my van. There's 2 27-liter containers of water. So, and water is so easy to come by. I've never had a problem filling up on water. It is seriously everywhere. I'm not even sure this rest area here might even have a tap on the side somewhere or a fill-up station inside. I don't know. I haven't been in there. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward and simple to find water. I've been paying for my water a lot lately, something I never did when I started van life. I never used to pay for, I'm like, forget it. I just find a tap somewhere and fill up, or go find a park. Because a lot of the parks over here that have picnic tables usually have a tap there. But I've been buying it a lot lately, and it tastes better when you buy it. So Canadian Tire out here, which is like a department store and an auto parts store sort of thing, they have a water fill-up station at about 90% of them. It's $2 to fill one of my big jugs. So $4, and I got 2 weeks worth of water. No complaints at all. Do I have a Twitter account? No, I don't. How many followers do I have in Canada, and mainly which provinces? Canada only represents about 15% of my overall subscribers on my channel. So, and it doesn't tell me where they are. It just says Canada. So when it shows me my American subscribers, it doesn't show me where they are. It just says USA. You know what I mean? It just gives you a general idea on what countries are watching your channel. So that I have no idea. But I do know I have, because I've done, like this whole last summer trip that I was on, I did meetups in BC. I did a meetup in every single province. And BC has the biggest turnout at my gathering. So if I have a summer gathering in Vancouver, it's not uncommon we have 50, 60, 70 people show up. You know what I mean? Like within vans and then people just walking through. Alberta, we didn't have too many people show up in Alberta. Saskatchewan, believe it or not, we had, about 10 people show up at the Saskatchewan one. But for the most part, Toronto and Toronto and Vancouver area were my two biggest. So I would say a majority of my subscribers will be either East Coast or West Coast here in BC. Bob L just joined you. Have a quick question for you. Given the pandemic, where do you do laundry? Laundry is at least here in Canada anyway, laundry mats are listed as an essential service. So all laundry mats are open. So there's been no problems at all getting laundry. The only thing in the pandemic that's really affected me is my shower. And it's not like I don't have any showers. There's truck stops I can go shower at. They're a little bit more expensive, but when I'm not paying a $50 monthly gym membership, to pay $12 for a shower once per week, it's the same as my gym membership. It's no big deal. So like even after this pandemic, it's got me thinking, do I really need my gym membership? Is it such a big necessity? I won't cut it though, because it's convenient. You know what I mean? Because otherwise then I got to always Google for a truck stop in any place that I'm at, or at least a gym. I know for the most part, Anytime Fitness is just about everywhere on this side of Canada. As soon as you hit Quebec, there's only one Anytime Fitness, I think, and that's in Montreal. After that, there's no more Anytime Fitnesses on the opposite side of Canada at all. You guys hear that? Was my stomach growling. I haven't had breakfast yet. Do I like tomatoes? Yeah, I do like tomatoes. Have you ever thought about doing keychains? Yeah, John. So my merchandise supplier for my channel, where I get all my merch done at, they're an American company, and they have a keychain option. The problem with the keychain option is I have to buy the keychains up front, where my shirts, they don't cost me anything. The design costs me money to get done, and then to do all the store and stuff set up on Teespring, it takes time, but there's no real financial investment besides what I pay to my graphic designer. So, which makes doing merch like this no big deal. But doing keychains, now I've got a huge chunk of money as an upfront investment. And yeah, I just can't afford that right now. But there is an option to get them done. Rosie, do you mind? That's a little loud, buddy. He's got his head on the toilet. You know your head's on my poo bucket, buddy. Great, I shouldn't have moved my laptop. We're going to lose our angle with decent lighting. Do I rely on free Wi-Fi? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I use public Wi-Fi for absolutely everything that I do. I use my cell phone once in a while, but because it chews up data, I do pretty much everything on my channel on a public Wi-Fi connection. Like right now, we're connected to a public free Wi-Fi connection. And I don't know what it's like where you are, but here in Canada, I find that there's Wi-Fi everywhere. Never a shortage in Wi-Fi. I do have something that has really changed my life. I have a subscriber that connected me to a thing we have out here, at least on this side of Canada anyway, called Shaw. So Shaw Internet is a home internet provider, and they have Shaw hotspots all over the place, but you have to be a customer of their home to get their Shaw hotspots. And I am connected to his home, which means I get access to the Shaw mobile hotspots. But as of right now in the pandemic, every Shaw Go hotspot is open to the public. So what was once locked down to home customers only is now open to the public during this entire pandemic, giving everybody access to all the hotspots, which is pretty cool. My seat covers, what kind are they? I don't know. I bought them at Costco. I don't know what brand they were. They were at Costco one day and I picked them up. Is that Chewbacca in the back? Yeah, sounds like it, doesn't it? Cruz. What do I like most about van life? Freedom. I don't know how else to put it. Van life offers, it's going to be different for everybody, but because by fluke, when I started van life, I never thought I would earn my living on YouTube. I never thought that this was going to be my means of making money. All right, Andy, thanks for I call you Happy Camper Kits. Andy, thank you for coming by the stream, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for the super chat and the phone call to remind me that my stupid audio was off. Have a good day, bro. What was I saying? What was I saying? I lost track. I must have been lying to you guys. Where is it here? Where is it here? What do I like most about van life? The freedom. So, see, I wasn't lying. I remembered. The freedom. So, for me, it's different because I earn my living on YouTube. But when I set out to do van life, I had a job. So, I was DJing at the time. So, and it still offered me freedom. You know, now I got all the freedom in the world because my only thing I got to do every day is make a video. You know what I mean? Find Wi-Fi, do something filmable and edit it and get it out to you guys. That's my job right now. So van life has given me a life that I never thought I could ever have. I never thought it was possible to live like this. But van life, even if you have a stationary job, the best part of it is the freedom. It's the freedom of after work that you can go park somewhere and enjoy a different scene that you did last night, that you can wake up in the morning, open up your curtains and see something different every day. I think just the freedom it offers you is a feeling that you could never put words to. You know, because I live in a van and don't pay rent, I don't have any more debt. And I never thought in my life I would ever be debt-free. I'm debt-free, all because of this silly van that I live in that's given me the life I have today. You know, to be able to wake up today on the mountain, drive 15 minutes to a closest rest area to where I was, log online and work. Because technically right now, what I'm doing is my job. This is my work. Because when ads run on this video on the replay, I get to make money from this video. And then all the great, beautiful, generous people on here that have been giving us super chats all helps the business. It allows us to keep creating content. But this freedom of this employment job I have now is all because I moved into a van and wanted to learn how to edit videos. I think in life that you got to take that risk or you'll never know what the reward is like. You know what I mean? Failure is a good thing. Embrace it. If you guys are, I don't want to do that because I'm scared to fail. Fail. Because failures is what make you a better person. Failures is what you learn from. It's if you fail and then just stay down is when you don't learn anything. If you fail at something, you get up, you brush yourself off, you're like, whatever, man, let's try it again. Let's go. Hit it at a different route until you can figure out how to do what you want to do. But yeah, man, the freedom of this lifestyle is the most incredible thing ever. We've had a lot of new people join the channel lately, and everybody keeps asking me about, you know, how do I earn my money? You know, and is YouTube lucrative? I earn my money by being creative every day, and it's the best job anybody could ever ask for. And a lot of people that are watching this have a lot of things to offer this world. And I know you guys have something in you that you could offer people, because being your own boss is the greatest thing in the world. I've been my own boss my whole life. 50% boss, because I always had a damn day job, and then I ran my DJ stuff. But everybody's got something to offer this world, whether it be, I don't know, throwing out some things, coaching, or if you're an artist, you could just do drawings and portraits, or if you're a dog walker, you could do dog walking. I don't know. Sorry. Tara, thanks for the super chat, Tara. Are Vancouver beaches and parks dog friendly? Absolutely. I mean, everything's dog friendly, or as long as they're on leash, and there's lots of big dog parks in Vancouver. And that's a pretty much go thing across Canada. Most places are very dog friendly. There are some places that don't allow dogs, but they always have a dog area. Because I know there is some lakes where there's like lots of people swimming. They don't want dogs there because dogs push kids in water by accident, knock kids over, stuff like that, just for safety reasons. But usually those areas have a dog section that with all the dog people just go to. Antonio, am I still in Vancouver? No, I'm actually on the outskirts. I'm up in the mountains. I'm about 4,000 feet above Vancouver right now. Playing around in the backcountry, sort of. I'm at a rest area, so we're not quite in the backcountry. we're kind of between towns right now. Davidson, how are you? I'm fine. I'm doing good. Running about an hour and a half in this live stream, guys. I think we're going to let you guys go, though. Mr. Cruzy Bear. Are you going to wake up? It's like, no, man, I'm just trying to get comfortable, Dad. But anyway, guys, we're going to let you guys go here. I just wanted to make a video today because it's nice to give you guys something to watch and then me not have to edit a video, which is pretty great. But I do have a video ready to go for tomorrow. Should be a really pretty one for tomorrow because I had one heck of a day yesterday. It was a beautiful day, a much needed kind of semi-sunny day out. It was really great. So, all right, questions here. Someone just said Epidemic Sound. Someone must have asked where I get my music from for my channel. Epidemic Sound and Soundstripe, if that was the questions. Any plans after the pandemic? Yeah, run around this world like a freaking crazy man and film everything. My first plan after this is, as soon as the breweries open, is just go brewery. I miss the social interaction. So after they unleash everything on the pandemic, Mr. Chrome is going to grab his camera and we are going to run around and film everything. We're going to go to museums and anything. We're going to go to the zoos, aquariums. I don't care, whatever is open that we can go in and be surrounded by people. And that's what I'm going to go do. Because I just miss filming those fast-paced days. My days lately have been pretty calm. And I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around these pretty calm days. You know what I mean? All right, you guys, thanks for the love. Thanks for watching. And for anybody that I missed your questions in, which there's probably hundreds of you, I'm sorry, guys. But when this goes up for a replay, so this will be posted live on YouTube after this. After it's live, I will go through all the comments on here and try to make another Q&A list and make a Q&A video to answer all the questions that you guys have had. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to take Cruzy outside. He's not going to be happy with me when I drag him outside. Thanks for love, guys. Thanks for the super chats and all the super stickers you guys sent me. And if you guys are interested, click the join button down below, click the subscribe button down below, or come on over and visit us on Patreon. All right. Peace out. Here's where we go. End the screen. Done. Are we done?